host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so...
Hey, I'm Dr. Brian Hall, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Goodness great. Happy Friday. Gosh. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Friday, April 11th, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Oh, saying good morning to Mama Cone this morning. I'm a little stressed out. I got a lot of stuff happening all at once, as always. And I know, everybody deals with stuff like that, so I'm not special in that case at all. It's just a lot. And my list is long, and I say constantly there are not enough hours in the day, even though I seem to work late and get up early and try to do those things. Maybe I'm just not working efficiently. Who knows? But I'll get it done. It'll happen. It'll be what it'll be, right? It will, for sure. All right. Let's see. Oh, let me take off her thing so we can see what's happening here. Ugh. All right. Hopefully Chris Michaels is going to join us this morning. This whole week has been kind of crazy because Bob is off. He is on his way up here to Maryland to relocate. And next week we'll be back to normal. I'm going to go over a highlight of some of the events happening in Frederick. And then you're going to meet Nate from Pathfinder Distillery Farm and Tasting Room, just right over the Frederick County line in Washington County, right in Boonesboro, downtown. I haven't spent much time in downtown Boonesboro. I feel like I should. I should be spending more time there. It's a cute, cute little town. I want to say good morning to our friend Tara Flannery, who checks in every morning with Mama Cone. Makes me feel so good. Appreciate so much when you guys leave a little comment so I know you're watching. And then we're live. We've got Bobby Connors from the Frederick Flying Cows, 11-0. They had a very good win in Reading, and it was pretty substantial, actually. And even without our captain, Tavares Sledge was not in yesterday, I guess, and did okay anyway. So we'll talk with Bobby about that. And we got 2 games this weekend, one Saturday, one Sunday, and see if they can keep the streak going. I love this. I really do. All right. Don't forget, all the purchases that you make this month benefit A Mother's Rest. If you haven't seen the interview with A Mother's Rest, please go to YouTube and just search on our channel, A Mother's Rest. There are 2, one with Andrea, who is the founder, and the other with Amy, who is the caretaker of the inn in Newmarket. And it is just a great place for caregivers to get a little break. 100% of our proceeds, both online at promocircus.com/shop and in store, which is open 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., Wednesdays to Sundays. So please go make your purchases, and a mother's rest will benefit. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate that very much. The more subscribers we get and the more interaction and engagement we get on YouTube, actually on all social media, really helps to push out the messaging from some of our advertisers and our nonprofits. And, that is really the whole goal. That's why I started this show 1 year ago. And, oh, yeah, Mama Cone is a huge fan of the cows. She is a very huge fan, and she loves going to the games. But anyway, subscribing to YouTube actually really helps us as well. So appreciate when you do that, or you share one of the segments maybe that you've seen to your own social media and just, hey, this is a cool segment. That helps too. So those are the things you can do. Also, don't forget about the podcast. If you're in the car and you just want to listen, or maybe you've got one of those, Google Homes or Alexas, you can just have it play and you can listen to the show. And we love that as well. We're on all the major platforms, I think. So, all right, it is Friday. Let's go ahead and let's get it moving. Our show sponsor is Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. Open daily, noon to 9 p.m. If you're not in the mood for any ice or custard, you can get a hot pretzel or even an iced coffee. And if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you. You can order on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. However, if you want to save those additional charges, just download the app and pick it up at the window. That way you avoid any lines, no waiting. You just pay and you just go pick it up. Good morning to our friend Sharon Price. Happy Friday to you as well. Thank you so much for checking in today. I'm going to get right into happening in Frederick because I'm not sure if Chris is going to jump on this morning. So we're just going to keep moving right along. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor they can handle. I've seen some amazing work that they've done with like herringbone and special designs and inlay. It is just amazing. But if you just simply need maybe your wood floors refinished and brought to life again, or you want to pull up the carpet and put some flooring down, 100%, I recommend them. You can give Jeff a call today, 301-948-9663, 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net for more information. All right, we've got some fun stuff happening this weekend, okay? So there's a disc golf tournament. We've been talking about it. I talked to Angela yesterday. I'm going to put her interview up on Monday, but she did say that you can register on the day, okay? You can go up and register the morning of, but it sounds like a very cool event. And we have our pop-up vendor market at 401 North Market Street, Saturdays and Sundays every single weekend. Plus, don't forget, if you're shopping at Wise Markets anytime this month, you can actually round up for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and WFRE will be broadcasting at a couple locations. All right, Chris just jumped in, so we're gonna go ahead and work a little backwards. It's all good. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Well, good morning.
You know, I got to tell you, your car looks amazing. I will say they did a great job with it. However, one day I was driving behind you, okay, and I was looking up, and it literally looked like you were staring at me from inside your car with that one eye. And I got to tell you, Danny, I was a little freaked out because you had that Danny look that I remember when I worked for you in promotion, saying, "Chris, are you working? Are you doing your job?"
I'm judging everybody driving behind me. That is that face right there.
So every time I'm behind you, I automatically slow down and make sure I'm going the speed limit. Put my seatbelt on to make sure my seatbelt's on and I'm nice and safe. So there you go.
Well, yes, that is what that look is, and it's just keeping an eye on things around me. That is it.
Well, good morning to everyone in Frederick. It is a TJF. Thank God it's Friday. And,
Yes.
Danny, everybody is talking about this big, beautiful bill. Big, beautiful bill. Beautiful bill, big, beautiful bill. Well, look, I got to tell you something. I went to a restaurant, me and my wife, a couple of days ago. I saw that bill. It was big, but let me tell you, in my case, it was not beautiful. Way too expensive. Way too expensive. So I don't know what big, beautiful bill we're talking about, but it's definitely not the bills I'm getting in a restaurant or my water bill or my electric bill. I'm just saying.
I know. Look, I tell you, anytime anything goes through our government, it just does not. Nothing is efficient. Nothing is efficient in our government at all. You literally were sending money into the government to be sent somewhere else, and it loses value every time we turn around. I don't like it. Look, it just between our state and our federal governments, I'm over it. I'm over it all.
Well, it's funny though, because we complain about the state taxes here in Maryland, but Bob, me and Bob, we had a talk. He called in yesterday to tell us where he was on his way up here, and he was saying that we coming from Florida, we know taxes are a lot lower there, but he said within 4 years how much his taxes has grown. I mean, there's no state taxes over there, but his property taxes, how much they've grown within 4 years, is mind-boggling. And we'll ask him about that on Monday when he comes in, because you'll be shocked to see how much it went up, his property taxes down there in Florida. Real quickly too, the geniuses in over in Annapolis, they're always passing important bills and important things. Well, this one came up too. I don't know if you heard about this, but we were in a war in the state of Maryland, a battle with Delaware. We were fighting. It's called a boozy battle, I guess you could call it. We were fighting Delaware to see who should have officially the Orange Crush drink as their state cocktail. It has been a long battle, but Annapolis passed a law saying that is currently, from here on out, will be the Maryland state cocktail. So nobody can't say they're lazy and not doing that in Annapolis. See what they're doing? They're doing important work like that. They're making us look like lushes.
They are. It's funny because I was at McClintock talking about their gimlets for green. They give back, and they are a very conscientious distiller. We were talking about this, how Delaware had tried to attach the Orange Crush as their state drink or cocktail. And I said, how's that possible? It was invented in Ocean City, Maryland. And, I love the Orange Crush, especially the fresh ones. And I got to tell you, McClintock does a Crush festival. They did one last year. They're going to do it again this year. When it's freshly made, there is nothing like it. And I forget sometimes when I'm traveling and I order an Orange Crush, people are like, what the heck is that? And I think, oh my gosh, it is not well known, but Maryland deserves to have that Orange Crush as our state cocktail.
So two things, well, actually three things that I promise you I'll get to news. Number one, not being originally from Maryland, when someone says Orange Crush, I'm thinking of the soda, Orange Crush. You know what I mean? Number two, when I first moved here, just to show you how much of a fool I really am, when I went to the MVA to get my driver's license taken care of, I go over there and they say to me, okay, this just has to go to Glen Burnie. And I said, well, where's Glen Burnie now? Can I talk to him now? Maybe we can get this done quickly. She did the exact same thing. She laughed at me. I said, what the hell's so funny? Excuse my language. She's like, no. Don't you understand Glen Burnie's a city over here in Maryland? I said, look, where I come from, when you hear Maryland, you just think of Baltimore. That's it. I didn't think there was any other place in Maryland besides Baltimore. I'm still trying to figure out this Frederick thing. So, yes, Glen Burnie is not a person. I found that out my first day here. So, why not? I don't mind embarrassing myself. Sure.
I know.
And anyway, getting to Delaware, Danny, let's be honest. Why are we even bothering fighting Delaware? Who cares about Delaware? They ain't got nothing going for them, Danny. You go across the Delaware Bridge, you see the sign that says welcome to Delaware. 5 minutes down the road, you see a sign that says welcome to Jersey or welcome to Pennsylvania. Who cares? Delaware has nothing. The only thing that Delaware has to claim for fame is what? George Washington crossing over it in the 1700s, which by chance my mother-in-law told me she remembers when that happened. Go figure. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. My mother-in-law's listening. So,
oh Lord,
I'm
yes,
gonna regret that one.
I love it.
But anyway,
we'll edit that out in the the post, maybe. Just you don't get disavowed by your mother-in-law.
Yeah, and please don't make it. Hey, the top blooper for the bloopers of the years, and have that one played first. And my mother-in-law decides to watch it. Just kidding. My mother-in-law is a baby boomer, not a George Washington boomer. So there you go.
Yes.
My mother-in-law is still young and very pretty, I will say. My mother-in-law is in amazing shape. God love her.
You're digging. Just, keep digging. Keep digging.
No. I'm digging myself out, Danny. That's what I'm doing. I'm digging myself
out.
out.
I mean. Yeah, no. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, goodness gracious.
Anyway, Bob Miller will be back on Monday, and I guess I should probably just get to news now, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not? I have nothing more intelligent to add to the show. I added whatever left I had intelligence. I just added it. So there you go. The dust is beginning to settle on the 2025 Maryland General Assembly, which adjourned for the year on Monday, April 7th. After 90 days, Frederick County State Senator Karen Lewis Young had this assessment, quote, "It was certainly one of the most challenging ones in my 11 sessions, largely because of the budget challenges." Yes, the budget challenges where we are all of a sudden in a hole when we had a surplus just, 2-3 years ago? But I digress. Nobody cares about my opinion. A vehicle accident, unfortunately, in Emmitsburg Thursday morning involving a tanker truck led to a hazardous materials incident. Did you see the pictures on this, Danny?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, it was on Frederick Scanner. They do a great job showing that.
They do. I actually need to reach out to them. I'd love to get them on the show. They do. It's the first thing I check, and I'm so disappointed sometimes when something happens and it's not there yet. I'm thinking, come on. But yeah, they do an amazing job.
I'm good friends with Pete Rauman, who's in charge of the Frederick Scanner. I'll give you his info. We've had him on the Morning News Express too. It's amazing how he does. I've known Pete ever since my early days at another radio station I used to work at, which I won't say the name of it here because I got my current station's logo behind me. But that's where I met Pete, and we became good friends since then. He's an amazing person. Yeah, so we'll definitely. He'd love to come on your show. We'll do that. Anyway, getting back to that accident, the Frederick Scanner page reported around 7:45. Fire and rescue crews were dispatched to North Seton Avenue and Provincial Parkway, where they found an overturned tanker truck and reports of a fire from the vehicle. All occupants got out safely. One person who was evacuated at the scenes refused transportation to the hospital. And this kind of reminds me, Danny, I'll never forget this. I don't know, about 3 years ago, just before I started with WFMD, you'll remember that fire tanker, that tanker that got into the accident off 15 going northbound that bursted into flames. And the one thing I remember about that, and the reason why I remember it so much, obviously, was big news, and other houses got, had fire issues because of that. But some jerk cut this guy off, this truck, which caused that accident because that driver was stupid a person who lost his life. That driver of that truck, instead of hitting the vehicle in front of him, swerved to avoid him to save his life, and in turn, that poor individual died. And I'll never forget that as long as I live.
Yeah,
And
terrible.
I hope they caught that guy. I don't think they did though. But very, very sad. Getting into weather. No, not good news today, Danny. With
And Chris.
You know what? Now I know what those poor meteorologists have to go through every single day. Giving bad news. Yes, not good news, Danny. I'm sorry. However, if you step outside and smile, it'll brighten everything up. So go ahead and do that for us. I dig myself into a hole in the show with the bad news. I got to dig myself out too with Danny. Anyway, no, not nice out there. 49, cloudy skies right now. Going to see some periods of rain this morning and afternoon. I'm looking at the chances. The chances seem pretty high. I'd say 90%. So yeah, 90% chance. Pretty darn high that you'll get some rain. Lower 42 tonight, cloudy with periods of rain. Oh, God, I guess I got to go into the weekend now. Danny, no good news again Saturday. It's not Danny, I know. I feel so bad right now. Danny's going to suspend me from doing weather here on Good Morning Frederick. But, yeah, again, Saturday, not looking promising at all. Going to see some rain. However, all is not lost, my friend. Sunday, it looks nice. It looks nice. High of 62, partly cloudy skies, only a 6% chance of rain. But then again, with my luck, I say 6% chance of rain. With my luck, we'll have a monsoon because, as they say, even with 6%, Danny, there is a chance. So there you go.
There's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm telling you, I cannot wait until your forecasts are sunny and warm. I'm freezing. I hate this weather. This to me is the worst time of year. I don't mind the summer heat because I know it's going to be hot. I don't mind the cold winter because I know it's cold. It is the spring when we've had a couple really nice days, 75, 80 degrees, sunny, and then we get this, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah, you know what? I would agree with you on most of that. The only thing I'll disagree with, I hate the cold weather after Christmas. There's got to be a way. You know what? Maybe I'm all for, forget these climate control activists. I'm all for the climate changing. Maybe we'll get warm weather after Christmas. So screw climate control. Now I'm going to go out and smoke a couple.
You like it to be cold and snowy, and then after Christmas Day, get hot. I like it.
You know what? I'm going to go smoke some cigarettes out there. I'm going to go turn my vehicle emissions on in my car, and
grab
that way,
spray it in the atmosphere.
Like it's 1980. Listen to a little Cyndi Lauper, spray my Aquanet hairspray, and pollute the air. So maybe the climate will change, and we'll get 80-degree weather after Christmas. Folks, I'm just kidding. I don't want nothing to happen to the climate.
I know. We are just kidding. We're in Maryland. Yes. We expect it. But, God, it just drags every day. It gets me depressed. More depressed than being dark at 4 o'clock. I don't know. But.
Yeah, that's another thing, too. This whole – when it gets dark at 4 o'clock, and people don't realize it is absolutely miserable because, look, I ain't no scientist, obviously, and I definitely ain't no English teacher. But I will say, your body definitely responds better and you're a lot happier, when it's you get more daylight. It's just proven facts that daylight makes you happier. So, there
100%,
you go.
100%. Yep. I need one of those sad lights that makes it feel like you have some sunlight. All right. We'll have an amazing weekend. I will see you a little bit later, and it'll be good to have Bob back next week.
Yeah, looking forward to having the Morning Mayor back. Danny, take care, and good morning, Frederick. Chris Michaels loves ya.
I'll see you later. Oh, goodness gracious. Want to thank him so much. I know he's struggled this week because doing a show by yourself or even with some stand-ins is never easy. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with Nate from Pathfinder Farm. We're going to have Bobby Connors from the Flying Cows live, and I will finish up a highlight of what's happening in Frederick, giving you all the events that we have going on. And all of that is going to come up just after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining finally beyond compare.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, let's get back to what is happening in Frederick for sure. All right, so we talked a little bit about what is happening tomorrow. A lot of great things on the cards. Again, Flying Cows are home on Saturday, and they are also, oh, I don't have them here on Sunday. They are also home on Sunday. And I think it's a 3:00 game. I gotta do that. I'll be there. I'll be there on Sunday. I can't be there on Saturday, but I'll be there on Sunday. But also on Sunday, you've got Wise in Brunswick with WFRE broadcasting live from 11 to 1. And they are also from 2 to 4 at Wise on Old Camp Road. And they're going to be doing lots of giveaways and fun stuff there. All right. This is big. All right. On Monday, the 14th, our countywide adult egg hunt starts at 9 a.m. Okay. 300 eggs are being hidden around Frederick County with prizes including $500 cash, 100 Maryland Lottery scratch offs to one winner, and then tons of gift cards and other prizes. Thanks to the following. First of all, I want to thank Maryland Lottery for sponsoring the countywide adult egg hunt. And of course, Good Morning Frederick. All right, we got WLR Automotive. We've got some free car washes for you. We've got 7th Street Cafe, Elite Feet Dance Studio, Intense Barbecue, McClintock Distilling, Prospect Pantry, Red Horse Steakhouse, Sandbox Brew House, Starvin' Marvin, The Salty Seahorse, a rental in North Carolina, 10th Ward, Terrapin Travel, Texas Roadhouse, The Healing Storm Holistic Wellness, and Tree Trekkers, just to name a few. I've also got gift cards from Ty Merrick and Sushi Nomu, and you got Good Morning Frederick merch, including t-shirts, hats, beanies, Bluetooth speakers, and it is going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait to see. I'd love to know how long it's going to take Frederick to find 300 eggs. And here's how it'll work. So on Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page on Monday morning, you can go in and you're going to see where the 300 eggs are hidden. You're going to see photos of where they are. You have to figure it out. Now, once an egg is found, I will update the photos on Facebook. So you're not looking for something that is gone. Okay. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There are some great prizes to be won, and looking forward to it. Mama Cone is going to hold down the fort at the home of everything Frederick this week coming, so that you can actually turn your vouchers in for your prizes. So what's in the eggs is a piece of paper, and that piece of paper has instructions on it on what you need to do to claim your prize. Now, there is one egg per adult winner, okay? So once you find an egg, that is it for you. Now, if you want to find one and give it to a friend or a family member, That is up to you, but each egg is going to have a different winner assigned to it. But it's going to be a ton of fun. I cannot wait to see how you guys do. Now, I recommend right now you go to Facebook and like Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page so that you're updated every time an egg is found and what is still out there. All right. April 16th, it is Teacher Appreciation Day at Treat Trekkers. Teachers climb free. And if you want to bring someone else along, don't forget, use your code GMF and you're going to save 10% off your ticket. On April 19th, it is Wise in Thurmont. And of course, that kicks off Thurmont Restaurant Week as well. April 20th, we have our other pop-up vendor event. And April 24th, it is Ship's annual lip sync battle at Attaboy Barrel House. And you get food and drinks and all kinds of great stuff there. April 26th, it's TJ High School's community yard sale to benefit Safe and Sane. It is also Bring a Broom, Downtown Frederick's Cleanup Day. You can sign up with a bunch of different organizations. If you search downtown, the Bring a Broom, I think on Eventbrite, you can choose to work with one of the local organizations who is cleaning downtown. Fiberfest is also on the 26th at the Frederick Fairgrounds, free admission to that. And we've got Andrea's House Rise and Renew Gala at the Delaplane Arts Center. On April 27th, it is the Stomp Out Heroin 5K. That benefits Phoenix Recovery Academy. 9 to 3, Pulling for Veterans has their flea market at AmVets Farm. Just $30 for a space there. And it is the Lucky E Rodeo at Montgomery County Fairgrounds happening on the 27th. And on May 2nd, it is the Immersive Art Pop-Up at Give Rise Studio. I mean, there are a ton of events coming up, and I don't want to get too far into May because we're still only in April. But I just want you to note that Alive at 5 kicks off May 8th and goes through like September 25th. And May 10th, we have the Kraft Beer Festival and Battle of the Bands happening. Those are two great events, and I love both of those. And then May 14th, it is movie night for Christmas Cash for Kids at Warehouse Cinemas, sponsored by Good Morning Frederick. And Chris, you know, we've talked about this a lot on the show, hasn't seen any daggone movies at all. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of fun. Just $20. Your ticket includes popcorn and soda, of course, with free refills. Here is the URL you need to go to purchase your tickets for $20. It is givebutter.com. I believe it is case sensitive. So it's /8, upper W, lower F as in Frank, upper K, 3, and lower U. If you go to that URL, and you can screenshot that right now, you can buy your tickets. Get them for your friends and your family. Now, The Never-Ending Story is a classic. It is rated PG. I believe it's good if you've got kids probably 11 and up. They will be fine with this movie because it was rated PG back in the day when it wasn't like it is today. So anyway, yeah, I would love for you to join us 5 p.m. May 14th. It's a Wednesday. We've got some vendors who are going to be on site for that from 5 to 7. It's kind of like a little happy hour and a get to know Chris, and we're going to have some fun. And we would love to see you there. It's going to be a good time. And it benefits an amazing cause in Christmas Cash for Kids. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who is making the market great. Market Makers is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download the app, scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. Now, you must be 18 or older to play. We want you to please play responsibly. All right, I headed up to Boonesboro to check out Pathfinder Farm Distillery and chat with Nate. Here it is.
Boonesboro, traveled all the way in traffic and rain right downtown for the tasting room of Pathfinder Farm Distillery and tasting room. We're in the tasting room.
Yep.
This is Nate. He is the founder and purveyor, Pathfinder Farm. Why distilling? When did that come about?
Oh, so I started doing a little bit of homebrew when I was in the Navy in Japan, and got into it through family. My father-in-law was working in the wine industry and saw the waste that was coming out of there and doing a little bit of experimentation. And then my dad got a still, my brother-in-law got a still. I was the last one to get a still, and then now I've got the biggest one.
You have right. You had to go. Hey, it's like equal or better. You just got to wait a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love about the distilling process and doing all of that?
Oh, so what I love is like the rural country lifestyle. I grew up in York, Pennsylvania, and my parents lived next door to my grandparents. And we would go out in the summer, plant potatoes, dig them. And my grandpa had big old tractors, and farming kind of skipped a generation for my parents. I wanted to bring that back for me and my family, and also to do that. Like if I just wanted to plant potatoes or corn, we wouldn't be able to pay a farm mortgage or do any of that. So then I thought, if we do this distilling, then we can make a value-added product and maybe create a family legacy and something exciting here in Boonesboro.
Well, I think you are well on your way for sure. So you started the distillery when?
Oh, so we bought the farm in 2019.
Okay.
We're working on all the paperwork and regulatory licensing. And then there was this pandemic thing.
Oh, yeah.
But then 4 years ago in March, we had our first legal sales right off the farm. It was our red corn moonshine with this beautiful red variety of corn we grow on our farm.
Okay.
And apple pie.
Oh, two great ones. And I'm trying the flight here, which are amazing. We've got the moonshine margarita made with the red corn moonshine, and the apple pie a la mode made with the apple pie moonshine and cream soda. I mean, this doesn't even taste like anything's in it, which is dangerous.
Yes, we do warn people when they try that one. You might not be able to taste the liquor, but I promise it's in there.
Yeah.
It's a little stronger than your regular glass of wine.
Yeah.
So
So the tasting room opened just recently. You guys will be celebrating 1 year coming up soon.
Yep.
What do you love about having this right on the main drag here in Boonesboro?
Oh, we love being here in downtown Boonesboro. It's a super cute community to come out and visit.
Yeah.
We've got 3 museums in town, the Ag Education Center and the Rural Heritage Museum just down the road.
Yeah.
And it's a great little town to visit on the weekends, come and hang out.
Yeah, it
visit our
definitely
shops.
is. Yeah, very quaint and a lot of cool stuff right here. Let me ask you, so you're from York. Your wife's family is from this area?
Brother and sister-in-law have a farm down the road.
Okay, so that you have that. Now, are your parents, do they come and hang out here at all?
Yep. So my dad, he formulated the apple pie and the blueberry moonshine recipe.
He did.
And folks call him Pappy.
Oh,
he
love
loves to
it.
share sips whenever he's here at the tasting room, or he would do a lot of tastings and tours at the distillery at the farm.
I love it.
And markets.
Now, one of the things I know, just business-wise, to scale, you have to get distribution, which will get you orders outside of the tasting room and the farm. And you have somebody who's been working on that for you. How's that going?
Pretty good. So I wish I had a good number to tell you, but we're in liquor stores from all the way out west at Deep Creek in Maryland to the other side of Baltimore.
Nice. So you're getting there. You're getting some traction. What is your hope? Are you where you thought you would be almost 5 years into this project, this business?
It's always learning. I thought once we put the sign up that said Distillery Moonshine here, that they would just come down the driveway every day at the farm. But being here in town is good because we get to have a year-round tasting room. We were just slinging cocktails out of a trailer and doing tours of the distillery on the weekends. So do
you still do that, the tours and stuff like that at the farm?
We still do tours by appointment. You can sign up to do tours. We'll advertise that on Facebook or on our website. Okay. And our big event in the fall, we always do the weekend before Thanksgiving, a big open house, barrel bourbon tasting.
Oh, nice.
distillery tours.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. So your main thing is whiskey. Is it whiskey bourbon?
Corn
what
whiskey.
is it called now here? Because I know in there's a thing, right, about what it can be called.
Yeah. So we're primarily a corn whiskey distillery.
Okay,
so
corn whiskey.
we grow this heritage variety called Bloody Butcher. It's a beautiful red color, and it's not genetically modified, traditionally from this like region of Appalachia.
Okay.
And so we're trying to bring that back and showcase it to the world as a distilled spirit. So we make it into our clear corn whiskey. We call it red corn moonshine.
All right.
And from there, we'll put that into a new charred oak barrel for our signature Bloody Butcher bourbon.
Okay.
It's a wonderful whiskey that we age in different size barrels. We've got 10-gallon barrels, 15, 30, and 53, the standard distiller's size, tucked away in the barn, aging gracefully.
Yes, I love it. What was this corn used for before you guys got a hold of it to use it to distill? Is this like feed corn or eating corn or?
So yeah, this is a dent corn. So it's like a feed corn, or some folks would call it Indian corn. It's a heritage variety from this region that people would grind into cornmeal or feed to livestock. And the variety went away in the early 1900s when they started doing hybrid corns and increasing the yield. So some of the more unique genetics of like the reds and other cool purples, those corns went away. But we're trying to bring it back and to showcase it.
I think you guys are doing a good job. First of all, it's beautiful. The stuff tastes amazing, so it's got to be good. How often do you release? Do you release new kind of liquors? How often does that happen?
So we're getting better at that. We have a monthly release schedule through the end of the year. So right now back at the distillery, we've got strawberry moonshine that we're getting ready to bottle and get labeled and out at the end of April. We're working on a pickle moonshine for the Pickle Fest that comes to Boonesboro in May. And we've got some other tricks up our sleeve. We're working on formulation for a cherry bounce made with our brandy. And that's based on Martha Washington's recipe.
Oh, very nice. I like it. I like how you're playing into the local things that are happening here, not only in Boonesboro, but the state. And I think it's great. What is your hope to achieve over the next 9 to 12 months?
Oh, I want people to come and visit Boonesboro or to see us out at the farmers markets or the Maryland State Fair and to try the bourbon that we're producing with this heritage variety of corn.
Yeah.
Because it's 100% Bloody Butcher corn in the mash bill, the ingredients list, and it's made with our Appalachian Mountain Spring water. It's a real taste of place. Like, we make this whiskey and it doesn't taste like anybody else's bourbon that's out there.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I bet you're pretty proud of that.
Yeah. I am. I love it. Like, some of the best days at the farm are in the springtime when Farmer Lauren comes and we load all the seed up into the planter and we get the seeds in the ground. And then we got to wait all summer into the fall when it dries. And then back usually in November around Veterans Day, that's when we harvest and store it in our grain bin.
So it is a literal half a year.
Oh, yeah.
Before you, And what you're planting now, I'm assuming you know how many bottles that'll yield?
It'll make a lot of whiskey. We make 20 gallons of liquor at 100 proof every day in our little whiskey shack. Because, we grow the corn, we store it, we grind it, mash, ferment, distill. And then after we distill it, we feed the leftover, I call it corn squeezins, to beef cattle at our farm.
Okay, very nice.
Because there's still nutrition in there. It's high protein, no alcohol. We don't have drunk cows staggering around the fields.
Though that might be entertaining. No, we don't want to do that. Absolutely. No. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have any dreams of expanding beyond the farm and the tasting room here, do you think?
So we started out at the farm. Like, my vision has always been to be an agritourism destination so that people can come experience the countryside, the beautiful Pleasant Valley where our farm is. It's just outside of Boonesboro here. The address is Keedysville.
Yeah.
And to just be able to share like the beauty of Pleasant Valley with people.
Yeah, that's awesome. It is a beautiful farm, and you can see photos of it in here in the tasting room. What are your hours here so people who want to come check it out can do so?
Yeah, so Fridays we're open from 4 o'clock till 9 o'clock in the evening. Saturdays noon to 8, and Sunday noon to 5.
Yeah, excellent. And then in May, when the weather turns, you're going to be starting Thursdays, you said.
Then Thursdays will be back, and we'll be open on Thursdays 4 to 8, and doing other kinds of special events that come up. Like we did some cigars and bourbon tasting, talk with the distillers.
Nice.
So we do that out back on our patio area.
Yeah, I love it. All right, this is Nate, Pathfinder's Farm, Distillery, and Tasting Room. The website's on the screen for you. Got to come check it out. Just a short drive from Frederick. Don't do it on a Friday at 5 o'clock, but you can get here in about 20 minutes from the other side of Frederick, which is where I was. So come check it out. Have a taste. These drinks are amazing. Take home a few bottles, and you can make them right at home. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it.
Cheers. Thanks, Danny.
All right. That was Nate with Pathfinder Farm, Distillery, and Tasting Room. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're back live with Bobby Connors from our Frederick Flying Cows. My God, they're on a great run. We hope they continue that this weekend. We'll be back right after this.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction, they specialize in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. All you have to do is call Sandra 301-703-2157, or you can email her info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, as a Good Morning Frederick viewer, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. That's ansconstruction.net. All right, excited to bring in Bobby Connors from our Frederick Flying Cows. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Danny. You can hear me okay?
I can,
Good.
yeah.
How about those Frederick Flying Cows? Come on.
Yeah,
we're rolling.
You look very dapper today in your shirt and tie. Must have some good meetings.
No, I just wanted to show off for the Frederick community, look nice. And as you can see, I'm at the offices of Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, just coming off an adjustment. So they let me use their office. So they're the best.
Those are our great friends, Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. We love them and are glad that they're taking good care of you guys. All right, so the Cows are right now, 11-0?
Oh, yeah. Taking it game by game. But we got a great group of guys.
Yeah.
Our coaching staff is unreal, and it's been so much
you're
fun.
new to Frederick. I met you actually just last week, and we were talking about what you thought about Frederick. You're getting settled in here.
Oh, I'm having more than a good time. Definitely settled in. I've been getting into town a lot, enjoying it. Going for some drinks, going for some food. I've been to Brewers Alley, Bushwallers, Magoo's. I went for St. Patrick's Day, got myself some Guinness. I'm a sucker for Guinness. So, my girlfriend came in last week, and we went to El Porto for dinner. That was great.
That is amazing.
I walked around town. It was super fun.
All right. So tell me about your basketball career, from high school. What did you do? And we can get into the Flying Cows for sure.
Yeah. So my story starts in high school. I went to Chaminade High School in Long Island, New York. And so I played there, had a good career there. That's pretty much, where I learned, the core of how I want to go about basketball, being a man. I was all boys Catholic school. So, suit and tie every day. very
Very
disciplined,
nice.
and my coaches were my mentors. I still have friends to this day, from that team. And so I went to Hartwick College up in upstate New York in Oneonta. So that was my undergrad. I had a great career there. It was so much fun. Great town, great nightlife, super good people. And then went to Malloy University for my grad year last year. And so if people know Charlie Marquardt, Charlie Buckets, his dad is the coach of Malloy. So that's actually how I got connected with the Flying Cows.
Oh,
It
that's
was,
awesome. That's so
yeah,
wild. I didn't know that about our Charlie Bucket's dad. Okay.
yeah. Mr. Coach Marquardt is like the best guy around. A1, man. He's the best. So and I know Charlie a little bit from just playing together at home and playing against each other as well. So he was kind of the guy I was reaching out to when I was trying to make this pro basketball deal a thing, and just fighting through different rejections and different successes. So he told me to come to the Flying Cows tryout. I called him up and he was like, "Come this weekend." So paid the cash, drove down to Maryland, and went well. It's just story from there. So it's been really fun, really fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And what do you think of Coach?
He's the man. He's the reason why we're 11-0.
Yes.
Because I want to give all so much credit to the guys on the team,
Yeah.
front office. Like everyone on game day operations. There's so much that goes into putting this entertainment and giving that product to you guys as the fan base to play. Like we enjoy it so much to come out and play for you guys. And then the operations just putting on all the timeout shows for the kids, getting them involved, the concessions, the merch. It's so much fun. But Coach is like he's coached at the highest level, and he's such a stand-up guy, just really disciplined, and he's so good to us. And that he's taken all this high-level talent from across the league, brought them together here in Frederick, and has just coached us to be this dynamite team. And everyone is so happy to be here. We all love each other, so it's a big happy family, and all credit to him.
It is for sure. And I tell you, not to take anything away from the talent on the team, but it really does take a coach like Ed to bring in different people from previous years or each year. You're almost rebuilding from scratch, and he's very strategic about the people he's brought in. And it really does, it comes from the top. And like you said, the ownership and the operations team where people are made to feel as part of this family. And then you've got this amazing town of Frederick, which is 100% so supportive of our, local sports teams and family entertainment and bringing people out every week to support what you guys are doing. So it really is just kind of this magic that happens. And I'm so happy that the Cows decided to land here and, give back to our own community and be really a part of it. I love it.
Yeah, so there's no team in the TBL that does like we do, and that's all credit to the coach, the guys in Frederick, because Frederick brings it every home game, every time.
Yeah, yeah. And I tell you, I just love the accessibility of you guys. You're out and about a lot in town, interacting with people here. And I think, first of all, the kids absolutely light up, at the high fives along the bench and after the game and being able to meet you guys. I mean, it's just really, really amazing. And I'm so glad that you're here. So you also are doing a little bit of extra behind the scenes, I think Chris was telling me. Do you have an interest? Well, first of all, what did you get your degree in?
I got my degree in business and economics, and then my master's in business management and finance.
Oh, very nice.
It's been cool. But wanted to get into that. I had this opportunity to play basketball, so I had to take it, and it's been so much fun. I'm glad I did. And then I just kind of wanted to get into that field, so talked to the owners, Tony and Mike, talked to Chris, and they were able to kind of get me in that front office a little bit, that operations to, just kind of track game day revenues and sales streams and stuff like that, and just kind of help focus everything in for everyone. So then taking a little bit off other people's shoulders. So
I love it. I love it. Well, it's great. Well, we're looking forward to it. So the Cows, we're home tomorrow and Sunday. How do you feel about going into this game? And you guys did really well on the road in Reading, a definitive win for sure. How do you guys feel coming into the weekend?
I mean, we're ready. We're going, we're a tight knit team, so we know what the deal is. We know what we have, and we know what we have is special. So we're taking it game by game. We're not thinking ahead at all. We're not thinking All-Star break yet. We're focused on tomorrow night, and that's you can clearly see that between the guys. But we're ready to come out and shout out to that game because tomorrow's Military Appreciation Night, Red, White, and Moo. Show out for that. That's going to be super fun. And then Sunday is our mascot Milkshake's birthday. So he's going to have a few mascot friends there with him, including Poe, the Ravens mascot, which will be
I love
a lot
it.
of people will like.
Yeah, it's awesome. Well, it is a great time. It's affordable family entertainment. It's right at Hood College, so close to everything. You get to see some amazing basketball with some great players. And, of course, we love Coach Ed and the rest of the team. So we appreciate you joining us today. It was great to get to meet you, and we look forward to your updates throughout this season. And though the team might not be thinking about the All-Star break, we should as fans because tickets are available. Are they available now?
Yep. Yeah, you'll be able to go to the website.
Yeah, tickets are available now. It's going to be great hosting All-Star Weekend here in Frederick. It comes up later this month, and we would love to see all you guys there. Bobby, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you out there soon.
No problem. Everyone show up All-Star Weekend too. It's going to be fun. Flying Cows go against the best players in the league, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you later.
Thank you, Danny.
All right. Want to thank him. Oh, how sweet. And how fun to be 24 again and just in a new town, having a good time. He's really such a sweet guy. Really nice. And we hope that he loves Frederick so much he stays here for quite a while, but you never know, right? All right. That is it for us today. We're wrapping it up this week. And don't forget, our egg hunt is Monday. It starts, so you tell your friends, jump on that Good Morning Frederick Facebook page so you don't miss anything there. And we hope you have an amazing weekend. And no matter what, let's get out there and do what we do best, Frederick. Let's be